Hi! So today we're going to be looking at maps, but not just any old maps. We're going to be looking at maps that are cool. That's right. Maps, but cool maps. Okay. I really don't know what I'm doing, do I? So anyway, these are all maps that I discovered while searching the internet and just, finding stuff. It was like, dang, that's a pretty cool map. A lot of them are interactive, and that would give you the opportunity to play around with these maps yourself if you want to. I will leave the link to all these maps down in the description. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Maps! I know you're hyped, right? Okay, so I've switched to my phone camera now because it's going to be easier to record this way, but first, hold on. There we go. So my dog also decided that she wanted to be in the video, so yeah. Okay, Daisy. Ow. Okay. So without further ado, maps. Okay, so first we're going to talk about the USA Flatness Map. So this was made by researchers from Kansas who wanted to prove that Kansas was not the flattest state. And they say right here, it all started with delicious pancakes and a glorified misconception. And the misconception, they said, is that Kansas is flatter than a pancake, which is true, but also everywhere else in the world is flatter than a pancake as well. So, it really doesn't mean much. Pancakes they're not that flat. Although, again, this isn't like the study, the laser scan of the IHOP pancake. This is not the study that I'm talking about. Here, they what they did is they actually decided to map out throughout the lower 48 how flat, like where flat places are in the United States. And the way that they did that is they here, let's go down here. Yeah, so what they did is they measured, they made like big like circles, and they measured out to the horizon, and they said that so they decided to make like arrows that pointed upward at 0.32 degrees, and imagine them, all being like laid out like in a circle. And then if any of them touch the horizon, then they intersect it, and then it's like, kind of discluded, I guess. Something, I don't even know if that's a word. But yeah, so what happens is that so like the less rays that intersect, or more rays that don't intersect the horizon, those places are flatter because, they don't intersect the horizon. And then places where they do intersect the horizon, so right here in those not flat places, those places are considered not flat. Yeah, so we'll take a look at that map, but right here it's kind of confusing. They say pancakes when they're talking about the article, but like, do they mean like pancakes as in like a question, or are they saying like pancakes? I don't know. Either way, we'll scroll down here and see the map that they made, and boom, look at that. Isn't that like awesome? So like, I mean seriously, just take a couple seconds, just take it all in. So the places that are yellow and red are the flatter places, and the places that are gray are less flat. So you can see like the Appalachian Mountains right here aren't as flat. There's a couple places that definitely do stand out, like the Central Valley of California right there, the high plains of, the Great Plains, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and also the lower Mississippi Valley, Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, that's pretty flat, and the Red River Valley up here in North Dakota and Minnesota, very flat. And also you have the till plains of Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. And going down here, this setup probably isn't very good. Right here is Florida. So yeah, that's pretty flat too. So just along the coast and stuff. So that's overall pretty cool. But that's not the only map that they made. They also made this map, which really highlights the flat, like specifically like flat places more. They did that. I mean, I think it's really cool. I mean, no doubt about that. That's like super cool. And then, oh yeah, and it was featured in a Vsauce video. Well, not the actual maps themselves, or maybe they were. I need to like, I'm not rewatching this whole video though. But yeah, they just made a bunch of these maps. So it's like if you want to figure out where the flat places are, go and check this out. Alright, now we move on to a similar map. Instead of showing you where it's flat, it shows you where the high points are and stuff like that. It's just a regular topographic map, but it's a good topographic map. You know, the U.S. Geological Survey has topographic maps, but they're like very bad. This is like good because like it really helps you like, you know, see like what's going on, but like it doesn't look like, you know, garbage and stuff. Like again, the elevation goes by the color of the ground, and again it's interactive. That's the best part about it, is that you can just like move around and stuff. It's like, let's just zoom in on this part of western North Carolina. I mean, check that out. You've got Mount Mitchell right there. That's the highest point in the Appalachian Mountain System. There's Clingman's Dome, highest point in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And again, you can put it over different maps. I have it over the ESRI Topo map, but you can do whatever you want pretty much. I mean, it's cool. You've got New River Gorge, you can see, cuts through right there. It's, you know, really cool, undoubtedly. So, it's like, and the best part about it, it works for the whole world. It's like you can scroll over here to Europe and Iran. You can go to, it's like you can check out the topography of Iran if you want to. Isn't that like amazing? China. I mean, it's really cool. Just what the internet allows us to access these days. But next, what we're going to do is check out an even... it's also a topographic map, but it's a bit different. Now, in order to understand what the next site is, you have to understand something about topographic prominence. Now, I'm not like the best person to explain this, even though that's the name of this channel, but whatever. So, prominence. So, look at how, so this is like elevation of hill B, say the bottom of the picture is, the height above is sea level. So, you know, you might know the height of peak B, but let's say you want to know its prominence. Well, in order to find that, you have to figure out how far down does it go before you get to the nearest higher point. So, it's basically just asking, like, you know, how, like, you know, like how much does it, like, stand out against everything else, kind of. So the prominence, like, of B, even though it's kind of high above sea level, isn't very much. Now, when we look at every mountain in the world, this shows every single point that has a prominence above 300 feet. Every single one. Like, look at this. And again, that's... Okay, so my phone recording cut out, so that's not cool. Yeah. So, okay, so I guess we'll just go without a phone camera for now. So, what's going on here is that it's showing you, every single one of these points is a, hill above 300 feet in prominence. And it's really cool because it really makes, like, the mountain ranges of the world, like, stand out. There's the Appalachian Mountains. There's all that stuff over there. There's the, Boston and Ouachita Mountains in Arkansas, and you can actually see the mountains better if I turn, okay, let's go back like that. If I turn the minimum prominence up to 1,000 feet, yep, like that, then they all really stand out. It's like now you can clearly see, okay, here's the Southern Rocky Mountains of Colorado. Here's it's really cool. It's really cool. Again, a lot of this is just like playing around with it. Knock it off. Yeah. And remember how last time I said there's Clingman's Dome, there's Mount Mitchell? Well, they probably weren't very easy to see. You could see like the mountain ranges, Mount Mitchell being in the Black Mountains and Clingman's Dome being in the Great Smoky Mountains. But if we turn up the minimum prominence to say 2,000 feet, it's like, well, there, it stands out really well. Mount Mitchell, given that it's the tallest in all the Appalachian Mountains, has a very high prominence of over 5,000 feet. And then Clingman's Dome right there is, above 2,000 feet. I'm not quite exactly sure what it is, but you can click on it. Although, wait, is that? Oh, well, okay. Well, also sometimes, okay, so it, deletes the points, but it also, leaves them in. It's kind of weird. You can't see them, but, they're still there. Okay, there you go. Clingman's Dome. Now, it doesn't actually tell you the name of the peak, but trust me, this is Clingman's Dome. Height of 6,646 feet, prominence of 4,517 feet. And Mount Mitchell, which really stands out, 6,684 feet. I actually went to Mount Mitchell. It's pretty cool. Okay, so it's been 2 weeks since I recorded the last part of this video. I have not left my house, and I have not changed my clothes or taken a shower or anything. So let's finish this. Okay, so changing gears again. So now we're going to be looking at this map, and this map is really cool too. This is a light pollution map, but instead of just a nighttime sky picture, or just a satellite photo, it's literally, it's just the amount of light that, comes out of, every part of the world. So, you got Africa over here. Sahara Desert right here, not much. You got, I think one of the most interesting things about this map is that it really allows you to see where the urbanized areas are, and just how big those areas are. For instance, it you can see there's pretty much a continuous stretch of lights running all the way from south of Washington DC to Massachusetts and New Hampshire. So that's really cool, just seeing all that kind of just written out simply in a way, I guess. And you can click on certain regions to get how much light there is, like artificial brightness. That's a good way of putting it. So there in northern Nevada, southeastern Oregon, where there's not very many people, 0.242 that's microcandelas per square meter. So yeah, so that's the specific unit that they use. So, but if we put it in the middle of Chicago, 16,400 microcandela per square meter, which is a lot. Oh, knock it off. Okay. Now you might be thinking, wait, there's no city in western North Dakota, is there? And yeah, there really isn't, but there are again, this is the brightness, not where people live. So this is, I'm not sure the specific name or anything, but these are just gas wells, and they light up, because it's gas and it's on fire, and it makes light. And, you can see every single individual one, and they add up, and, you can get bright, even though there's no city there, there's gas. So, again, just, explore around on it. It's really cool. Just take it all in. Take it all in. Yeah. So we have one last map to go over today, and I can't just pull it up for you because it is on my wall. And this is it right here. Yes, that thing. So you might be wondering right now, what is that? Okay, it's a map of the United States with counties filled in. But, what about the counties that are filled in right there? Well, this is a map of every single county that I personally have been to. And it's, again, I think it's just really cool, just just looking at it and seeing it all just, written out pretty much. You have, so, I live in northeastern Ohio. I live near Akron in Summit County right there. And you can see it's really cool, just kind of spreads out from there like a spider web. I've been to Florida a couple times, flew out to San Diego once. Now this doesn't include like necessarily everything. There's a few counties that I didn't include just because like I can't remember going there. Like for instance, I've been to Los Angeles, however, I was like 1 at the time and I don't remember the experience whatsoever. But yeah, this is a pretty good representation of like where I've been in this country, and there's a lot that I haven't been. It's like kind of crazy. It's like I've never been to the Rockies, never been to Texas or Maine or anything like that. But again, it's like, I mean, even for what I've gone to, I actually calculated it out. There's about 3,120 counties in the United States, and I've been to about 310 of them. So I've been to about 10% of all the counties in the United States. And here they are. Now, even though that's all for today, I will definitely be doing a follow-up video to this because, there's many cool maps online. Again, it's the width of the internet, and it's incredible just, what, maps are out there these days. So I will definitely be doing a follow-up video to this. If you liked this video, you can like this video. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you are more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. And if this video gets 100 likes, I will do a face reveal. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to never stop learning.